Hello, everyone. I am back. Welcome to the Blue Couch and Company, where you are the Blue Couchers and you're my company on the Blue Couch. I welcome you all today. I have been gone for 3 weeks now, but I am here. And so I welcome you back to the Big Thumbs Up Thursday show. I am your host, Tommi Faye Fulton. And it's good to be back. So many things have happened, so I'll try to give you all a catch-up kind of thing and get some preliminaries out of the way. I thank you for viewing my show. I appreciate each and every one of you. But before I get started with all of that, I just want to think about Ukraine today. And think about all of the mothers and the children and the men and the boys that have to go and fight a war that they never asked for. No one ever asked for war. We all want to live in peace, but our thoughts and our prayers are with the Ukrainian people today. And, war is never pretty. And so much suffering and casualties on both sides. All because one person wants to remain in power, and it's all about power. It's not about money. Yeah, money affords you power, but when you have money and there's nothing left that you want to gain, then you reach for power. But nonetheless, we all know, as our president has called him, Putin the pariah on the world stage. But the Bible tells us to pray for our enemies and pray for those who spitefully persecute us. And so we pray for all of the people of Ukraine today, and our thoughts and our hearts and minds are with them on today. Let's see, I've been gone 3 weeks now, 3 Thursdays. And so I think that first Thursday I had to go to another state to a dear friend who was like a daughter to me and a sister. She had passed away. And so, we eulogized her, and we know that she's in a better place. And so then I came home. The funeral was Friday. And I came home on Saturday, and forgive me if I'm patting my face a little bit. It is a little bit warm. The temperatures are up. It's almost like spring is here. Spring is saying, I'm on my way. I'm tapping at your door. But I came back home on that Saturday, and I was feeling really exhausted on Sunday, so I stayed in bed all day. And then by Tuesday, I was really, really tired, exhausted, sore throat, headache, aches and pains, like I was coming down with something. And so I just kind of took the whole week out to try to gather myself. And so, I was recovering from COVID, and I posted that there. And so I just want to thank everyone that prayed for me and that sent me, get well soon wishes and your love. I appreciate it so much. My sister and I both got sick at the same time, and things got I was able to stay at home, and she was hospitalized. Things that got quite, difficult there with her. And so I'm glad to report that she came home on last night. And so you all keep my sister in your prayers. I spoke with her earlier today, and I just cried, and she just said to me, I'm home. And I said, yes, you're home. And so I just thank everyone for praying for the both of us. Thank you so much. I appreciate your love and your kindness and your attentiveness to things that I post. So I thank God for you. So let's see here. My voice is a little bit raspy, and just got a little bit of residue left from, from the virus. And I want to say something on that. Had I not been, well, first of all, had the Lord not been on my side, where would I be, right? But I thank God for the vaccine. I was vaccinated twice, had the booster shot, and so contracted COVID anyway. But the good thing about it that I want to share with you all is that when you get vaccinated and you get the booster, it's like having a cold. You don't get severely sick. And you're able to stay at home and quarantine yourself. And so that was the good part about it. We know that God gives wisdom and understanding to the minds of men and women, to our scientists, to come up with vaccines and things to help us to remain healthy. And so shout out to all of those who took part in creating the vaccine. Thank you so much. What I want to talk about today, I just want to remind you, you can go to my personal webpage, lovebeyondpain.com. That's love, all lowercase, lovebeyondpain.com. And there you can read a little bit more about me. And I also want to show you my book. My book came out in 2019. And so it's pretty thick there and has a little biography of me on the back. But this is my book, Love Beyond Pain, Walk and Run While Wounded. Whether you're wounded from emotional pain, whether you are wounded from physical pain, whether you're wounded from mental pain, you can walk and run while still feeling wounded. And you can survive most anything. You just have to have the determination and the will to recover from things that hits us in our lives. Life is what it is. It's life. And we know that we have lost a lot of people in this world all over the globe. But for those of you who are still breathing, if you would like my book, just inbox me and I will give you a discount on my book. You can also go to Amazon as well and purchase my book, but I will sign it and ship it to you. So that's Love Beyond Pain, Walk and Run While Wounded. Okay? All right, so what else do I want to share with you all? So much is going on in the world today, and we can only pray and trust God to bring us through all things. And, God said that he will give us that peace that passes all understanding, and he will give us hope beyond hope. And so what does that mean? That's when all hope is lost. There's nothing else in this world that you can do, in this physical world that you can do within your own power. That's where hope beyond hope comes in. That hope that supersedes everything that we can ever hope for. And trust God to know that whatever the results are, that he is there to comfort you, he is there to guide you, he is there to love you and to see you through difficult times. And we are going through difficult times, some more than others. So we can only pray for ourselves and pray for others as well. So today, what we're going to do today is, as always, I always try to cook a meal and chat with you while I'm cooking a meal. This is not a cooking show. I try to make this an inspirational show. The big thumbs up Thursday means I give you 2 thumbs up for wherever you're at in your lives. And I give myself 2 thumbs up for surviving life. And, life is still beautiful even though we are surviving it every single day. Thank you for that thumbs up. Appreciate it. I just want to let you know that my show is about hope, healing, and encouragement. And so with everything that's going on in the world, especially in Ukraine, I want to just speak to anyone who is Ukrainian, and don't give up hope. And there is healing, and I just want to encourage everyone out there who may be going through some difficult times, whether it's with COVID-19, whether it's through natural losses, or whatever the case may be. Wherever you may be at in your life today, Tommi Faye Fulton is here just to give you some words of encouragement and let you know that you are loved and you are appreciated. And, you know, I am grateful to my family. I am grateful to my friends. I am grateful to all of you Blue Couchers that's on the Blue Couch with me when you watch my show, The Big Thumbs Up Thursday. And I appreciate you so much. Again, I appreciate you for your prayers. I am still a little fatigued, a little tired, but that's to be expected. So I may just do my meal and just cut it a little short today and sit myself down and just relax for the rest of the evening. But what we're going to fix today is really simple meal. I got some, everybody knows what ramen noodles are. And so I got 2 packs of ramen noodles, which that's going to be my noodles that I'm going to prepare with this dish today. It's really simple. When you cook your, when you boil your ramen noodles, don't boil them or overcook them. Just want to cook them a little bit to break it apart, and you know, just make it just a slightly soft, because you're going to cook it again in your skillet or on your frying pan. And so, you know what I found out, which is so wonderful, is that any vegetable that you use, you know, if you want to eat healthy, you know, red peppers, green peppers, spinach, onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, you know, all of that is good food for your body. And you can use that with pretty much anything. You can use it to make an omelet. You can use it with cooking it with fish, cooking it with chicken, cooking it with beef. You know, just those ingredients alone would make for a wonderful dish. You get you some ginger and some garlic, you throw all that in there together with some meat, and then choose whether you want to, you know, eat it over rice or eat it over noodles, you know, whatever your pleasure is. It turns out to be a great dish, and it's really simple to make. So what I did today is that I'm not going to use beef. I'm not going to use chicken today, but got some tilapia. I love tilapia. And I got some Cajun flour mix, okay, Cajun. And just, you know, put some flour on that. Hearts to you too. Put some flour on that. You know, I didn't even season the fish, but if you want to sprinkle a little salt, a little pepper on that, it's up to you. But I figured that since it was already Cajun, I didn't want to over season everything, okay? And so what I did with that is that I fried that in my skillet pan, and hopefully you all can see that. And I fried that, and I put it aside. I let it cool down. And I, you know, boil my noodles a little bit. So this is a version, I guess, of chicken Alfredo, because I'm going to be using Alfredo sauce. And generally, Alfredo sauce is used with chicken, but you can pretty much use Alfredo sauce with anything. It still tastes good, tastes great. So what am I going to do? I got me some... let's see here. I guess I should have got my spoon out. I cut me up some, you know, some fresh ginger, you know, just for taste. And I just put it in the pan there. And I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit now. You know, these little skillets come in really handy. ain't got to put out a lot of pots and pans. You can really just do everything in one pan. And they're not that expensive, but they, you know, they're very convenient. They work really well. I'm going to pour a little bit of, maybe about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of virgin olive oil in there. And if you can steer yourself away from using oil, period, start cooking with some olive oil. It's really good for you. So I got that in there. And so I'm going to start with my hard vegetables first. And what I mean by that, because I got some soft vegetables here as well, I'm going to start with my red peppers and my green peppers and my onions, and I'm going to put all that in here and just kind of just let those cook up a little bit. I got some purple or red onions. I'm going to put that in, and you can dice those up as big as you want to or as small as you want to. It's really up to you. But I just want that to just cook a little bit. You can throw some other seasonings into this if you want to, but I decided that I wasn't going to just throw a lot of seasonings into this because of the Alfredo sauce. So I just want to get these softened up a little bit. I'm going to put that over here. I want to get these softened up a little bit. Get my top. And just let that fry up a little bit, you know, to get them tender before you put your rest of your vegetables in there, which we're going to be using some coriander. I just love using coriander. You all, if you're ever in a grocery store, just even if you don't buy it, just go by and just look. It's called cilantro or coriander leaf, and it just has a very nice bouquet smell to it to me, and I love using it. I generally, sometimes I'll put it in my rice. When I want to make white rice, I will put that in there with some, a little bit of olive oil and just stir it around in there. And it tastes really good and with rice. Just, you know, mix it in, give it a little bit of color. And so I got some spinach, I got some tomatoes, and I got some mushrooms that I'm going to add in with this. And these little skillets really do a good job cooking. Just stir that around. What else can I talk about? You know, being in the house, you know, having to isolate yourself, you know, everyone or everything, when you have to recover from COVID-19, it's, you know, it can be very difficult on a lot of people, you know. But if you're finding yourselves that you do have COVID-19 and you want to quarantine, especially if you live alone, you know, go out on your patio deck or step outside your front door, get some fresh air and some sunshine in your body. You know, just kind of get you out of the house, but not, you know, intermingling with anyone while you're going through your quarantine period. And so that can help you a little bit to deal with, you know, the time that it takes for you to get past all of that. And you know, spring is on its way, and I decided that I was going to wear yellow today. As you all know, I love color. You know, I'm not trying to say on a bad note, but if I ever pass away, my wish is that, first of all, I'm cremated. And y'all can put up all the pictures that you want to and all the flowers, but I don't want nobody coming to my memorial service with black on. I want everybody to come with all different colors on. And, you know, that's just me. It's maybe a little bit weird for me to say that in the middle of all this, but you don't never know. You never know when life will end for you, you know. So people need to know your wishes. And that's a very important topic too, is for your family to know what your wishes are before it happens. And I find that, you know, this may be a weird topic for me to be talking about right now, but, you know, I find that doing a memorial service is so much easier on the family, on our friends and whatnot, and just remembering that person for who he or she was when they were alive. And so that is my wish, if anything was to ever happen to me. I thank God for all of my children and my 11 grandchildren, and I thank God for my sisters and their love and support for not only me, but for my other sister who has been sick and whatnot. So thank God for you guys, and hopefully we can do a road trip. It's time for us to get out and live and do a little bit of living and get out there on the road. But anyway. Okay, so these I've cooked a little bit, just to kind of soften them up. And so, you know, with my fish, when I made the tilapia, now you can use this with, it don't have to be tilapia. You can use salmon if you want to use salmon. That would be great too. But I fried my tilapia, as I was saying before, because I wanted a little crispiness to my meat, and so we're going to be adding that in last. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit more, and I think I'm going to go ahead and add in my mushrooms. So fresh mushrooms. And depending on how big your family is and how many people you're feeding, you have to determine for yourself how much green peppers, red onions, and mushrooms that you want to prepare with your dish. I don't want this to get too close to the edge, but I do want to make sure that you all see that. Okay? So mix all that in there together. I think I'll add in maybe just a little bit more of my oil. I want to just add maybe a tablespoon more into this. Okay. I'm going to put in a little bit of rice vinegar. I did put in some rice vinegar into the noodles, mixed, you know, over there. Mix it with some olive oil, but I'm just going to put a little bit of rice vinegar into this. And this is a sweet cooking seasoning. So you can see that. I'm going to add a little bit of this in there. So I really didn't have to put a whole lot of dry seasoning into this. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of soy sauce. And I'm going to add in a tablespoon of garlic. Tablespoon of garlic. So you see why I just really didn't want to throw a lot of salt and pepper and others, even my Goya. I didn't put any Goya in this because I figure it's going to really have a lot of flavor already mixed into this. Smells really good. So next I'm going to add in my tomatoes. All right, and all of these little glasses is about a cup. All right, so I'm throwing some tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and add in my coriander. Stir that around a little bit. You know, no matter what goes on in this world, what does it say? Stand me up. Stand me up. Stand me up. Can you explain that a little bit? I'm not sure what that means. Was I hunched over or? Don't say stop, Joe, okay? All right, that looks really beautiful. I don't know if you all can see that, but I just have to be careful because my table's a little short here. So hopefully you all can see that a little bit more. All right. Can't wait to try this. What I was about to say is that no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what you're encountering, no matter what's happening, no, you was talking about when you die. I said, my wish will be. Don't make me laugh. Okay? Okay, your wish will be to stand you up. Okay. Can we keep the blue hair and everything on you? You're funny. Okay, we notice, okay, notice. Hey, I see you, my darling daughter. So, as I was saying before, is that no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's happening in the world, no matter what's going on in your life, you know, if you're a believer, you have to continue to believe that God has a purpose and a plan for you. You know, it may seem like nothing is happening. You know, it may seem like things have slowed down, you know, and that's okay. But we still have to trust and believe that no matter what's happening in our lives, that God still has you in mind, have me in mind. He still has a purpose and a plan for us. All right? And you just got to keep it moving, you know? So, for those of you who are just tuning in, yes, it's called Reset. So, for those of you who are just turning in, we got garlic in here. We got ginger in here. We got tomatoes in here, red peppers, green peppers, red onions. All right? I sprinkled some, I showed you earlier, some rice vinegar is in here. Rice vinegar is different from your normal vinegar. Also, we have some sweet cookie seasoning in here. And so the last thing, well, the last vegetable I'm going to put in this is spinach. Now, this bowl may look like it's a lot of spinach, but generally, when you cook one bag of spinach down, it isn't really that much. So we're going to put all of this in there. And it has to cook down. Okay? So it may look like it's a lot, but actually, it really isn't. But if you have, if you're feeding, let's say, 4 to 6 people, you might want 2 bags of spinach. So I'm gonna give that a little time to wilt down before I continue on putting in my noodles and my fried tilapia Cajun. I chose Cajun to give it a little spice to it, and my Alfredo sauce. And so if you all have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer. If you have any questions for me, I told everyone about my book. You can go to lovebeyondpain.com and you can read a little bit more about me. If you want an author's copy and an author's price, I'll be more than happy. You just have to inbox me And just let me know that you would like a copy of my book called Love Beyond Pain, Walk and Run While Wounded. And I'll be more than happy to sign that and send it to you. Just let me know. And also, I have my signature aprons. And I was telling you earlier, the reason why I chose yellow today is that it's so bright and sunny out. You know, I had been sick. I had went to a funeral. And so I decided I wanted to feel bright and sunny today as well. And yellow was my choice. So these aprons are my signature aprons. They are the Big Thumbs Up Thursday apron, and they come in multiple colors. And if you would like one of those, just inbox me, and I'll let you know how you can get one of those, okay? So, as I was saying, this meal is really simple to make, you know. You can see how the spinach is wiltering down. And it's really not that much, okay? Really not that much at all. So, you know, this is just healthy all by itself. I do want a blue, okay, all right. The other thing that I want to share with you, gotta keep an eye on this. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Okay. So that spinach is working its way down. See, so you see when I put it in, it looked like it was a whole lot, but it really isn't. All right. So the next thing I'm going to add to this is my ramen noodles. I was saying how you can just take some ramen noodles and boil them, but don't boil them all the way. Don't overcook them. Just boil them a little bit. And you can use your ramen noodles. This is a very inexpensive meal. You know, you got all your vegetables in. I'm going to put some of my ramen noodles in and stir those around in my vegetables. Okay. And this is almost like making chicken Alfredo, but I'm making it with tilapia. And so one reason why you don't want to overcook your noodles is because they're going to cook again inside of this mix. Okay. And it's really up to you how much. This was 2 packs of noodles. So it's really up to you, however big your family is. You know, that's how much noodles you might want to add in that. You don't want to overdo the noodles. So I'm just going to stir this around a bit. Can you all see that pretty good in the pan? Just yes or no? Can you see that? Can you see the dish pretty well in the pan? I just want to make sure that, you know, what I'm cooking is in view. A little, yeah, I only got but so much counter space, so, oh, you can't, Danny? I'm so sorry. Let me, I can raise it so you can see it like that. All right. Does it look good to you guys? I wish y'all was here. I would serve it to you with some wine. It looks pretty good. It smells pretty good. Okay. So I'm gonna do like the Chinese do theirs. Just toss it up and down a little bit. All right. So now it's time for me to add the tilapia in. So now, if you don't want fried, looks great, thanks. If you don't want fried tilapia, you can bake your tilapia and put it in here. Or you can just season your tilapia and boil it or cook it and then add it in. I wanted a little bit of a crispy taste to mine, so I cooked my tilapia in Cajun seasoning, and I fried it. So I'm going to add this in. Throw that around. All right. So the last thing that's going to go in this is the Alfredo sauce. All right, all of that looks really good. And it smells really nice as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my Alfredo sauce to this. I'm just going to put in a little bit at a time because I don't want to oversaturate it. Ooh, I can't wait to try this myself. So just to kind of revamp, we got ginger in here. We got red peppers, green peppers. We got spinach. We got red onions in here. We got mushrooms in here. We got tilapia, Cajun, and we got ramen noodles. So if you got some packs of ramen noodles just sitting around, ain't doing nothing, this is a good way to cook it. All right. So, voila, and we're done. Let me put some on a plate. Turn my heat down a little bit. And I'm just gonna put some on a plate. After I get this on the plate, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. And sit down and eat. All right. So there you have it. And I'm going to have this with some mango for my dessert. All right. So I'm going to cut me up some fresh mango and put it on the side. So after I finish this, I'm going to have some mango. So this is it. This is your version of Alfredo chicken, but it's Alfredo tilapia. And I'm going to try it. I'll post it and I'll let you know. Garlic bread. Oh, yeah. Yeah, garlic bread. Let you know how it tastes and how it turns out. But, you know, the best thing about this dish that I think, I'll cook this on Monday, okay, is that it's healthy, okay? I think it's a very healthy meal. It has a lot of, you know, I have the coriander or cilantro, fresh coriander in here, as well as with the spinach, red peppers, green peppers, red onions. Thank you. And we have ginger in here. We have garlic in here. We have a little bit of soy sauces in here. What else did I put in? I showed you all of the rice vinegar, and the sweet cooking seasoning is in here. And so I'm going to have this for dinner. So I just want to thank you all for joining me. I am your host, Tommi Faye Fulton. This has been the Blue Couch and Company, where you are the Blue Couchers and you're my company on the Blue Couch. And today is Thursday, and every Thursday at 4 p.m. is the Big Thumbs Up Thursday. And I am so happy and so glad to be back with all of you. And thank you for listening, and share this link, share this video once it uploads to your wall, and invite other people to watch. Thank you again. I love you all. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.